Live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10, it's Poudre School District High School Basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company. By University of Colorado Health, we improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase. Live on Stream It Sports.
Welcome to Poudre School District Athletics. Tonight, live on Stream It Sports from Rocky Mountain High School in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. The Fossil Ridge SaberCats visit the Rocky Mountain Lobos in boys Front Range League action. Varsity basketball here tonight following a great girls game. I'm David Haase along with Cody McCoy. Sean Corbett's on camera. Cody, as a game we look at tonight, Rocky Mountain program, it's improving, a very young program. They're a 4-5 conference, 9-10 overall. A win tonight will put them back to 500 and a chance at the conference and overall, a team they have not beaten in 6 years. And then the SaberCats, conversely, 13-6, 6-2 in that top part of the Front Range League, looking to get themselves a seeding into state. So a big game for both these clubs.
Yeah, but we always say you can throw all of that out when it comes to these inner city games are the best games of the year, and they only play them one time now. So bragging rights for a whole year. Doesn't matter about this last year. Doesn't matter about conference. Doesn't matter about your overall record. But I mean, these guys want to beat each other, and it's just the funnest thing. The whole community gathers around it. The bands are here. Students from both schools are here. It's just one of the funnest environments in the high school experience for sure.
A little early start too when we've got to look at the way the play will go forward tonight with Mike Schilling and also Nick Girardi out. A couple of key contributors for these SaberCats, certainly led by Braxton Bertolette at his 25 points a game. But the play of Jackson Everhart and Garrett Schmidt, though, combining in to throw another 20-point average, 20-point plus average in there, really is a key to keep them going forward this season.
Yep, you can have one guy average as many as you want, but as long as if you don't have that second and third guy to kind of help them out, it doesn't really matter. So look for who else is going to help Braxton out tonight.
Lobos led by freshman in scoring Joseph Urinowitz at right at 9 points a game. Several players in the 8 to 9 point range, though. They'll be the ones that come up tonight big. So we'll have our Chassa Code of Conduct, our national anthem, and then we'll be back for our tip-off.
Thanks to First Bank and Apple Pay, I can easily buy stuff using my phone. Thanks to my driverless car, I can't figure out how to change this song.
Apple Pay, now at First Bank.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health. I've got 2 boys, and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application in the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that
We're back at Rocky Mountain High School, waiting for our starting lineups for the visiting SaberCats, the host Lobos. Crosstown rivalry game. This game, Cody, is anything like what we had for that girls' game. Great night here on Stream It Sports and PSD TV Channel 10. First starter out for the SaberCats, number 1, Braxton Bernalette, leading scorer in 5A this year. Second one out, Cole Schilling, number 3, standout both in football and basketball. Number 2, Xavier Johnson for the Lobos, the sophomore guard. Second player for the Lobos, number 4, Benji Williams. Number 5 for the SaberCats, Josh Grove, the senior. Number 11, Justin Green, defensive back for the football team also for the for the Lobos. Number 11 out, Jackson Everhart, really contributing a lot scoring-wise, up to 16 points a game, Cody. Dax Ton, number 13 out for the Lobos, along with Tyler Highland, number 31. And just as the way this game's going to go tonight, you know, we're going to see quite a lot of ups and downs. I think this is a game of a little bit of attrition. We know Rocky Mountain probably try to push the pace a little bit more. If you know that Mike Schilling, along with Nick Girardi, 2 contributors, starters for the SaberCats off and on both, won't be on the court for ankle injuries tonight.
They have looked for a little bit of nerves, too, from both teams, just like we saw in the girls' game.
Yep.
Those first few possessions are always just a little nerve-wracking for both teams. Usually a timeout will be called to kind of settle them back in.
Well, the SaberCats, you know, like I say, a little bit more of a veteran team as far as competition going into the seasons. Rocky Mountain starting their year off, but still only 2 seniors on that squad. So Grove and Tonda jump center. Garrett Schmidt was that last starter. We'll do that again. Garrett Schmidt, number 30, out for the SaberCats, was that last starter. I did not get him and all that. So one more time at midcourt. Tipped away, controlled by the Lobos. Tons just got kind of a smile. He just went up, took it away. Grove smiled. They're both talking to each other, going down court. Sometimes you can steal it. You don't have to be the biggest guy in the jump. You just get to the ball quicker, and he did. So the SaberCats will inbound now. Schilling off to the side. Justin Green, we'll see if those defensive back skills will help him, but Josh Grove interior, nice little jump hook. But I say Green's going to be on Bertolette. We'll see how that goes early.
And Fossil's just a bigger team, so look for them to really take advantage of that block in these first few possessions, really establish that
interesting. Bertolette's going to be on Highland. See how that works out. Highland certainly be a little bit bigger. Entry pass underneath. Green kicked out. 3-pointers up. That's off. Down to the floor. Picked up away by Highland. Oh, nice dribble drive that time. Doesn't fall. Another rebound for the Lobos.
Just wasn't able to get enough English on the way back around.
He got there and just didn't have a turnover. Johnson goes in, kicks about to Highland. Lobos running through the offense. Green again pulls up this time, just barely rims out. Again, the Lobos dominant under the board. That time, Benji Williams, number 4, goes up in the air first. Johnson on the fade, knocks it down.
And sometimes when you know you're the smaller team, you're going to put a little more fight in the offensive rebounding.
Well, I say, yeah, if you're going to work after it, Green knocks it out. As I said before, Justin Green, starter, longtime defensive back, letterman for the football team. Very similar defensive skills you play on the basketball court. Head down, backside out, and just keep it moving. And he's got a lot to handle tonight with Braxton Bertolette. I think it'd be important to see whether Green gets fouls on him early. Grove from deep, doesn't go. Schilling, nice job on position, gets the rebound. Foul's going to be on Highland. His first in the game. 6:32 left, all tied at 2 here at Rocky Mountain High School. You're watching PSD TV Channel 10. Everhart in the corner. Baseline back down. Grove again looks at it. Sees Schilling come down the middle. Senior little baby jumper goes up off the back of the rim.
Hit
falls
the dead
in.
part of that rim.
Yeah, it really did. It almost stayed there, didn't it? Schmidt out on Ton. That's another good matchup to watch here tonight. Double on Xavier Johnson. Sophomore picks his dribble up out court. Green comes back to take it out. Johnson, middle of the lane, going to have to get rid of it. Had a chance for the 12-footer, didn't take it. I think he wanted him taking that shot.
Yeah, if they're not going to guard him till right then, he needs to take it.
And that's an easy call that time. Schilling just bounced into Johnson. I want to see if he's going to get the N1.
I think his feet were moving just enough where they were going to give it a call.
Yeah, it was a collision, but he went in a straight. Johnson, to his credit, went in a straight line. The sophomore's going to go to the line. Chance to put the Lobos in the lead. Great crowd here tonight. Both student sections quite full. The band, all the parents. Shot doesn't go, though. Picked up by Ton on the offensive rebound. He doesn't get the bunny. Oh, tough break there. Dax Ton gets the tip away. Didn't get a finish, though. Nice pass underneath. Dish back over to Grove. Everhart there, good patience, wasn't it?
Yeah, just an up fake. Wait till he get in the air. Saw there's two guys on him. Was able to dish right around him for the easy layup for the big man. Give the big man those points early. It'll set the tone for the rest of the game.
Highland out front, picked up by Bertolette. Williams back down the corner. Ton drives in. Easy shot.
Yep,
good time by yeah, it was. It was a good job by Garrett Schmidt not to go and make the foul. Other end, though, Jackson Everhart, long rebound, no foul by Highland. Good job there. Nice move by Everhart to finish. Johnson gets his own rebound, doesn't go. Lose the handle. Bertolette gets the loose ball. Timeout's going to be taken, though, by the SaberCats. So for 4:51 left here in the first quarter, you're watching Stream It Sports.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Pam, and I am UC Health. I find the most rewarding thing about working at University of Colorado Health is that the system really truly cares about patients and outcomes. We are sincerely involved and engaged in making sure that our community is as healthy as possible.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Back here live at Rocky Mountain High School, 8-6, early first quarter play. SaberCats lead. Bertolette will inbound. Bertolette's yet to get a shot off. He's an extremely proficient three-point shooter, just a great jump shooter is Braxton Bertolette. SaberCats will have to get him in their offensive flow, though. And like you said earlier, you got such a height advantage. Josh Grove underneath. Joseph Urinowitz, a freshman's in on him now, but he's going to give up several inches. Oh, nice pass, but blocked from behind. Schilling had the easy layup. Dax Ton, though, on the help defense. Long pass down court goes. Just pushed it a little too much to Ton underneath. Bertolette now picked up midcourt by Green. Sometimes as a scorer, you just want to make them work, don't you?
He's like, you might get 20 on me, but it's going to be the hardest 20 you've ever had.
Mm-hmm. And Josh Grove just pushes off on Dax Ton right in front of the official.
Yep, and as soon as they see the arm extend, they're going to call it.
Yeah, easy call. His first foul. 2 fouls on the SaberCats, 1 so far on the Lobos. 4:02 left in the first. Urinowitz out front, nice entry pass underneath, and Schilling gets away. A little fall in the back. I think that's a good no call. There's a collision, but it didn't disrupt the play. Johnson gets the bucket. Nice backdoor pass. Justin Dean doing a great job of just staying in front of Braxton Bertolette.
He's just going to mirror him wherever he goes.
Yeah, nice job. Another push underneath. Must have been a cut underneath because I didn't see the foul. Wasn't the player guarding Everhart. Nice move by Jackson Everhart, though. And as we talked about earlier, he's really had a great since Christmas time after missing some early time in the season. Since Christmas break, he has had a great season. 3-point play that time by Jackson Everhart puts the SaberCats up 11-8. And Xavier Johnson going to be called for palming.
That's refreshing sometimes, isn't it? Not when it's you, but
yeah.
They'll call it when it gives you an advantage, and he was kind of on his way to the bucket, so It was called.
Oh, tell you what, that's an easy call. Cole Schilling put a block on. That wasn't a pick.
If he would have stayed straight up, but as soon as he leans forward, then he's initiating the contact.
He really did.
He's a football player.
And a very good football player. I've loved watching him play the last few years, and that was just a transfer from the field to the court, and they don't like that. Highland out, substituted back in. Joseph Elliott in. Substitution in for SaberCats. Number 10 is Mike Schilling. So he is going to play tonight. We weren't sure of that beforehand, so only one player down. Elliott, three-pointers up short.
Just another offensive rebound for Rocky.
Johnson goes up into the trees. Long pass down court, a little out of control. Both teams right now. Coach Johansson turns around to Josh Gross and just says, sit there. Coach Johansson's trying to ask the coach, he goes, what kind of a pick was that? He goes, he had his hands down. I go, well,
he was leaning. He was leaning.
He had both forearm out and shoulders to go with it. Green picked up by Everhart. Good entry pass to the rim. He goes down. He's got position. The freshman just too tough to contain underneath. Garrett Schmidt did a nice job of not fouling him. 10-11 now. Lobos trail by 1. Bertolette is yet to get a shot off. Credit that to the defense.
Yep, they're just going to mirror him.
Schmidt inside. Nice little baby hook. Garrett Schmidt for 2. Part of the reason he's got that 11-point average going.
Yeah, that was just great patience on the block for a smaller guard. I mean, his dad's a coach. He knows how to teach him well on the block there.
A little slow pass that time. Sophomore kicks over to Blackstone Bertolette. I don't think Bertolette was thinking about even going to get a shot up that time. Didn't extend his arm.
They're calling an intentional foul.
The foul's going to be called on Elliott.
And I don't think he was trying to foul. He was trying to foul him.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't your days of Kurt Rambis on way back in the day, just laying out from a foul. But first shot up, and as all very good scorers are, Braxton Bertolette is excellent from the free throw line at over 90%. So a quick 2 for 2 there. Substitution in for the SaberCats. Number 35, Colby Ripsom, senior. Schilling will inbounds underneath, so possession back to the SaberCats on a foul call like that. Nobody to throw the ball inbounds to. Nice job, Everhart getting open, slides the middle. Doesn't get the runner to go. Boy, Urinowitz comes in, powers away the rebound.
Yeah, but he went straight up, so they just weren't going to call it.
Yeah. Ton spin move, lost his feet though, kind of got tripped up, tangled by Bertolette. Good look down court by Schmidt to Everhart, but tipped away by the Lobos. Excellent defensive hustle tonight so far in this game. 1:47 left, 15-10.
Yep, lots of intensity on both sides.
Inbound now, rips him out top. Schmidt back over in the corner to Schilling. Schmidt, top of the key for 3. Rims goes to the ground. Nice job by Schilling. Gets the rebound. Floats around. Doesn't get it. Ripson just uses his size. Goes up. Is fouled.
And Ripson is just, he's a man amongst boys when it comes to rebounding.
Big player.
He's going to get every rebound that is possible.
Well, the Lobos can't come close to matching the post size that the SaberCats are going to bring here.
But Colby's free throw percentage is what kind of has kept him out.
First one's off the back of the rim. Second one coming, substitution. That foul was called on Justin Green, his first. Four fouls on the Lobos, 3 on the SaberCats. Second one coming now for Ripson. Highland back in the game. Second one short. Rebound though by Schmidt. It was come back to him. SaberCats don't get the shot. Down court, Green from Highland. Foul by Schilling. Good hustle play to get back to deny the easy layup. Nobody's giving anything away for free tonight, are they?
No, and that's just the beauty of these in-city games. They are not going to do it.
Green at the line for 2. First one's up and good. 1:22 left here in the first quarter, 15-11. SaberCats lead. A 2-for-2 trip by Green knocks the lead down to 3. Bertolette, nice little shake and bake, gets him off the ground. Thought he should get a call there, but he separated pretty nicely.
Yeah, just a great fundamental spin move, able to just get enough room to get that shot off.
Dribble drive, Elliott on the outside, 3 balls good. Under a minute to play, brings it to 15-17. Lobos trail by 2. Everhart step back, doesn't take it, kicks it back out top. Bertolette clapping for the ball. Green doing just a nice job of denial. And Jackson Everhart, everybody had their back looking for Braxton Bertolette. Jackson Everhart being the beneficiary of the oxygen being taken up on defense by someone else. Smartly goes the rim, easy layup.
Well, there's a few ways you can guard someone who's scoring as much as Braxton is. You can either put all your focus on him saying we're going to make someone else beat us, or you can focus on locking down everyone else and say he can get 50, but we're going to be able to outscore that. So they're looking to more lock him down.
Under 10 to play now. Lobos under 5. Elliott out top. Highland long three-pointer. Had to rush it off. Goes to the ground. No bucket at the end for the Lobos. So after a hard-fought first quarter here at Rocky Mountain High School, visiting SaberCats from Fossil Ridge lead the Rocky Mountain Lobos 19-15.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health. I've got 2 boys and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
We're back here now after 1 quarter play, 19-15, the SaberCats lead. We've got a cross-down score. Greeley West playing the Lambkin tonight for Fort Collins. Lambkin's off to a very good early start this year, but they're trailing Greeley West 54-44 after 3 quarters. Thanks to Eric Sampson, our Lambkin reporter. So to start the second quarter for the SaberCats, Schmidt, Everhart, along with Ripsem, Bertolette, and Van Wy, Green, Ton, Elliott, Williams, and Highland for the Lobos. Johnson out front. Somebody's got to be open because Ripsem was so far away from the bucket. Williams a little out of balance that time, gets the ball up over to Johnson. He's going to be fouled. Van Wy. Lobos got a little lucky. They're a little out of control. I think Benji Williams wants to get Ripsem away from the bucket like that and then try to use his explosiveness to just go by him. You're not going to want to try to post up someone that big underneath.
Yeah, it's really easy to say, of course, someone's going to be wide open, but when you're getting trapped by someone that big, that far out, it's going to be really hard to find them.
Where do you find him? Exactly. Ripsom's athletic enough to make that work, too. Second shot by Johnson follows his first. It's good. Thanks for watching PSD TV Channel 10. Along with Stream It Sports, streamitsports.com. Where Ripson just turns around, goes in, stripped from behind by Williams. Thanks to some of those watching tonight. We know that former standout Rocky Mountain Lobo, girls varsity player Wesley Bannister over at Mesa, has an interest in this boys varsity game, I've been told, by one Benji Williams. I'm ratting him out, yes I am. Bertolette now picked up by Green, long three-pointer, good. It's not so much just to be on him, you got to be in that shooting area, don't you?
Yep, and even if you're in your shooting area, you got to put a hand in his face.
Yep.
But a lot easier set up here than done.
Johnson picks up his dribble. Highland left alone, nice pass inside, Dunn over to Williams. Gonna call travel, yeah he did, he slid his feet. Kind of knew it.
Yep. And it almost went by without anyone saying anything. So.
Yep. Great ball movement though by the Lobos. Overplayed. Bertolette and find a way I can get the ball if I bring it down. And you just got to work on Green, try to see if you can get him to foul or not. Yep. He's doing a great job of just hustling back and forth. Another step back three from Bertolette's good.
There's just not much you can do about that.
No, from 25 feet or further. Highland down, lob pass underneath to Williams. Kicks it back in, tipped away, taken by Van Wy. Lobos got to find Everhart. He's just going to go on down for the layup. Doesn't get to fall, rips him, just comes flying in.
Just a big man.
Didn't get controlled, so out of bounds to the Lobos. Substitution, Habrick in now for the Lobos for Williams. A little more size.
Fossil coming in with a man-to-man press here, just to see if they can cause a little pressure on Rocky.
Trapping as quick as they can. Johnson did pick up his dribble, but now leaves a 3-on-1 easily underneath.
Oh no, oh
Habrick
man.
goes in, lays over the top. Everhart came in, kind of influenced the shot.
Kind of slipped off his hands, it looked
like.
Yeah,
it did. You tell he was going to try to dunk it, and he lost it. Still drops in, 25-19 though. Picked out front, Xavier Johnson with a steal. Easy layup at the other end. Lobos got to turn around though. Everhart quickly comes back around, slides the middle, swatted by Habrick.
And that was just a little frustration. He thought, they were getting some turnovers. He thought he could be able to get a quick one, but he kind of went 1-on-3 and got blocked.
Frederick Habrick that time just saw it coming. It was telegraphed and took care of business in his office there, right? Good post play. Everybody tonight is just great effort here on this court. Timeout's going to be taken. Good inbound defense by the Lobos. So SaberCats will take a timeout, leading 25-21. 5:44 left here in the first half. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the protective finish application in the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Back here now at Rocky Mountain High School. I'd like to thank our banner sponsor, Rocky Mountain Fever. Go to rmfever.com. Find your league for girls or boys club basketball. They're the premier Northern Colorado group to contact. They've been responsible for football, basketball, volleyball all season long.
I want to give a special shout out to my A1, Chris Hansen. He's over in Spain right now. He's watching as we speak. He's playing professional basketball in Spain.
Former SaberCat, could fill it up.
Yeah, averaged 30 points a game, my man. So shout out to Spain.
Yeah. Inbounds play to the SaberCats. Don't get it corralled, though. Picked up by the Lobos. Rocky Mountain's got numbers down below, but then Ton just couldn't get rid of the ball. Slipped out of his hands. Bertolette steps in, steals it away. Long three-pointer, this time short. Ripson comes down, just takes the ball away.
Yeah, he kind of turned into him, and he just happened to be right there to take it.
Yep. Highland had the rebound, but all of a sudden, just good hustle. Actually, Josh Grove back in the game now. Excuse me, number 5. It's a way to run the court, big man. Had wrecked out. Now, Uranowitz back in. No, actually, he wasn't the substitution.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Ton was the one that stepped out. Oh, good play underneath. Doesn't fall. How did that go all the way down and not come in? Grove's on the back of Habrick. A little frustrated there. Habrick just had position. He tried to go over him twice. So 16 fouls now on the SaberCats, 5 on the Lobos. That's the second one on Grove. Williams back in now for Habrick. A little O for D kind of a move. Coach is doing that substitution pattern, trying to, whenever you get a chance like that.
Yeah, been look for coaches to really kind of tighten up the rotations with these kind of games. They're just too big of a game where you got to have your best players playing at all times.
Green, three-pointer up, a little strong. Rebound by Grove. Schilling down, kicks back out. Grove for the 3, knocks it down. Says we're not just a one-man three-point show.
He's shown he's got a little range.
Highland on the kick-out 3. That was a little strong, goes to the floor. Bertolette with a long rebound. Quickly down court, Bertolette, a little fled rebound. Shot goes in. Just took the old no-look.
Knew where he was on the court, yep.
Yeah, it railed it in. That was just a great touch. So lead goes out to 30-20 now for the SaberCats, and Braxton Bertolette really turning it on here in the second quarter. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away. Bookmark.
No.
Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here now live at Rocky Mountain High School. Williams inbound to Green, picked up by Everhart. Schilling back in the game now for the SaberCats along with Bertolette, Grove, Garrett Schmidt, excuse me. Johnson, Williams, Green, Highland, and Urinowitz for the Lobos. Oh, great pump fake that time. Benji Williams, knocks around the short jumper. Lobos need a couple of stops on the defensive end, though, don't they, Cody?
Yeah.
Started it.
And they just cannot let Braxton get going. He kind of had a few possessions here where he's gotten a good shot off, and
it almost tipped back in. Nice position. Urinowitz box out. Grove. Johnson left alone, the three ball. A little strong. Kind of one of those that I'm left alone, I'll take it.
Yeah, and that usually doesn't work because you don't have your feet set. You're not really in that shooting mode.
Bertolette, nice floater in the lane, goes. 9 points now, lead for the SaberCats. Schilling just playing off of Johnson, knowing he's more of a penetrator than an outside shooter. Which almost then you just want to go at the player because he's giving you such a gap.
Yeah.
Oh, nice backdoor to this. Highland goes in. Now he just has to kick it out. Green three-pointer. That's off. Lobos are cold from the outside. Wow, Grove and Highland just got into it. Williams rushes his shot. I tell you, Grove not playing near the basket, but being in the neighborhood is enough of an influence, isn't it?
But they got to finish down there in the paint. He had a great up fake, but kind of started going up before he brought the ball completely back down.
Several players tonight lose the handle.
Yeah.
I don't know if just a little bit of, nerves, just sweat, whatever it would be, but
just playing a little too fast.
Schilling, nice job on Elliott outside, not denying the drive, but making sure the drive is not there. Does go in, rebound off the miss by Schmidt. Schilling for the layup, doesn't go. Stays down here with the SaberCats. Lobos just couldn't get the rebound.
That's a great Euro step, but he's a lefty, and he just couldn't get it to go with his right hand.
Yeah, it got shorter. Rips him back in now for Grove. Bertolette left alone, inbound play, three, good. He just backed up an extra 5 feet. None of the Lobos followed him out there.
And it doesn't matter where he's at, he's in range.
Extraordinary shooting tonight again for Braxton Bertolette. 12-point lead now for the SaberCats. He's certainly been the difference. SaberCats still in their man defense. Highland over to Williams. Under 2 to play here in the half. And just Ripson doing a nice job just not leaving the middle. That time, though, the cut by Highland off the glass is good. You're almost wondering if you're going to see a box and one or something like that to stop how Highland tips away. Doesn't get the steal, but nice job on the entry pass.
Yeah, that first quarter, Rocky did a great job of stopping Braxton. They were really focused, keyed on him, and making everyone else kind of hurt him. But
if
they're kind of losing track now.
Well, he gets the ball in his hands in the backcourt. Before they're bringing it down, trying to get him the ball, and that just wasn't working. Habrek back in now for the SaberCats for Williams. You know, the way to stop a score is keep him from getting the ball, but if he gets it on the inbounds pass, you're not going to do much.
Yep.
1.5 to play here in the half. Everett underneath, pump fake goes up. Short jumper doesn't go. Lobos just can't get those rebounds. They're in position, but contested enough and not securing it. Goes back out of bounds. SaberCats will inbound. Same play again this time. Everhart just a little too much on it. Puts it up, gets his own rebound. Missed the second one. 3-on-2 now. Numbers for the Lobos. Coming back down. Schilling with Highland in front of him. Foul's going to be called on Schilling. Highland didn't get the layup to fall. Habrek with the follow won't count.
He would have finished if he used his left hand, but he just wasn't comfortable and did anything he could to use that to spin it with his right, and it just wasn't able to go in. I sound like an old man, don't I?
Well, it's the difference between two. Here's a player, he's your starting quarterback. He doesn't get to play basketball year round, so you're offhand, your left hand in his case. You know, you're a little bit more hesitant to have that confidence. Substitutions back in the game two for the SaberCats. We've got Williams, Haberek, Green, Highland, Johnson, Bertolette, Ripsum, Schilling back in the game with Schmidt along with Everhart. Great first half here, 8-point lead with a minute to play for the SaberCats. All good entry pass. Everhart's gotten a lot of good looks. He's had the ball fall in the second half. Highland pitches down.
What are they going to call?
They're going to call a tied ball, jump ball. Officials doing a nice job letting them play. Schilling will inbounds now underneath. Long cross-court pass. A little rolling middle of the hook there, doesn't go. Picked up by Johnson. Green down the corner. SaberCats have just been nice job defending. Habrek in the middle. Baby hook doesn't go. Lucky he wasn't called for over the back. Nice job of Ripsum on their position.
Oh, and Braxton missed someone right down the middle of the...
And that'll
wow,
go.
What a finish.
Well, he does such a job of keeping his body away from contact. He'll jump into it, but his length allows him to get the ball free. And if you're going to foul him, you got to make it count. You got to get that right arm and just can't let him shoot it. You don't want to certainly start talking about an intentional foul. But you're just talking about you got to make him earn it. And at the free throw line, he's just as deadly. But two at the free throw line, you might have a chance occasionally missing one, but an and one is not what you need. Lead back up to 11 with half a minute to play in the first half here at Rocky Mountain High School. Braxton Bertolette on fire this second quarter. Stay tuned at halftime. Joined by Coach Chad Sauls of the SaberCats girls varsity team and possibly Coach Lytle, or Kevin Lytle, excuse me, along with Coach Sauls. Recapping a lot of scores today. SaberCats victorious in their game earlier here tonight. 6 to play. Johnson goes in for the layup. Just a little out of control. But Habrek up in the middle, doesn't get it to fall. Lobos get a look at it, but don't get one to drop. So after 2 quarters of play here at Rocky Mountain High School, 38-27 SaberCats. We'll be right back.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I'm Gina, and I am UC Health. I've had some difficult things to face throughout my career, and part of that was dealing with the cancer journey of both of my parents, and I was diagnosed with cancer myself. There's so much that I can bring to my patients because I do understand, and I think that helps me to be a better cancer doctor.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
I like these. Halftime at the Rocky Mountain SaberCats varsity boys game, but I'm joined by Coach Chad Sauls of the SaberCats varsity girls team. A good win here tonight at Rocky Mountain.
Absolutely. We'll take any conference win we can get.
Well, we talk about these in-city games, too. You know, the competitiveness went up there. Those girls, both teams are flying around.
It was just watching the JV game kind of prepped my girls to see the intensity it was going to take tonight. So it was everything it was hyped up to be.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your season in the whole, though, so far.
It's been, we've played top 10 in the state pretty much night in and night out. We've played the Thunder Ridge, Broomfields, Lakewoods. It's been a good test for us, and hopefully we'll learn from it down the stretch and for the state playoffs.
Well, and some of those veterans you got on your team, I got to go right away to Sammy Stefik. Having your coaching extension out there on the court, number one, does a good job.
Sammy's been with us since the state run, so she knows exactly what I want, what I expect, and it's nice having a coach on the court. She does a great job.
And brings along the benefits having a little sister out there. That driveway competitors come out there. We made a comment in the game whereas Ashley Stefik several threes early right away, and then big sister kind of said, well, I'll show you where that came from, and knocked down a couple. They were really historic in the first half.
He actually stepped up. First quarter, she kind of led the way.
And she had 9 of your first 11, I believe.
That's what we needed. She needed to get going early. She's kind of struggled the past few games just with confidence and kind of getting going. Grand Junction kind of, was kind of the Kickstarter for it. Coming back over the mountain, she kind of,
got that revelation. And you look at some of these other kids you got there. Britt Mishak with limited time in the first half, but really, I made a comment. Her office was the free throw line that fourth quarter.
She did a good job. I mean, she played probably 5 minutes of the game, foul trouble, but she does a great job. She's been, I think, past 4 or 5 games, she's averaging close to 15 points a game.
And highlight some of your other seniors you got out there too.
Reagan is probably our silent leader.
Yeah.
She does a lot of the little things, the rebounding, the charges, and she does a great job. And she's one, I got nervous when she had 4 fouls and Britt had 4 fouls. I was like, okay. And the bench did a great job tonight. That was the other thing that
you had a lot of contributors. Where your steady points coming from both Ashley and Sammy Stefik and Britt, but it's the ones that come in that sometimes it's okay. I need you for that. Especially as Mishak being out as long as she was.
Yeah, I mean, Kylie Metcalf came in, knocked a 3 down. Katie Guzman does. I mean, Katie does everything, which was nice. I mean, I trust her on the defensive side. She makes good decisions on the offensive side. So it was a great team effort. Tyler Hobbs came in and did a great job on McDonald. We told her, you don't have to do anything special. Just keep her off the glass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one job, and it's a tough job.
And that's exactly right. And tonight with Guzman and Gozar for the Lobos, boy, those two really worked out front. It was fun to see a couple classic ones, your point guard types.
It was fun. It was a good game, and it was, especially down the stretch for us with us, Poudre, Rocky, and Fairview all battling for that 3, 4, 5, 6 spot in our conference. It's gonna. Anyone will help right now.
When you talk about these as a group of girls, and you say as a coach, you get to make this imprint on them as long as you've had them. Like with Sammy Stefik, you said, there's 4 years there. But what do you want your kids to take away from just being a competitor, playing for you and playing for the SaberCats?
The biggest thing is we always talk about relationships and being a better person and holding yourself accountable. On or off the court is the biggest thing. Making sure that there's no weak links in our chain. And that's the one thing that our girls have bought into on and off the court, of doing the little things and making an impact on the court and off the court, and it's definitely shown.
Well, it makes it a little bit more fun to coach, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Makes my job a lot easier.
Well, and you get those kids out there that want to play for each other.
Yep. And that's the biggest thing is they hold each other accountable in a good way. They don't get on each other too hard, and they know it's in the heat of the moment. So
but that's what team sports are about. I think it's one of the greatest teaching moments you can have as a coach, to see your kids transferring what you want on the court, but also it takes them elsewhere, and you get to see that later in life from them.
And I got to thank Sammy for that. I mean, she's really helped me out with that, so it's been a great.
Well, thanks again, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. We appreciate you coming in at halftime this game, and nice win tonight.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, Your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there, 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
The Colorado, and a pretty good first half. Lobos did a great job of keeping Braxton Bertolette away from the ball, so they gave him the ball in the backcourt, and then he takes over.
Yeah, like you said, they were kind of shutting down the passes early on. Justin Green, he's used to that. He's a DB in football. He's used to kind of denying guys the ball. He's doing a really good job. That kid's going to be tired tonight. He's probably run a few miles already, but yeah, so they just kind of let Braxton Bertolette start taking the ball up, and the threes he hit, except for one, I think, he had Justin Green in his face.
Oh, yeah.
He just hit him. And then the big thing is Bertolette's attacking rim and finishing at the rim. The way he can finish right there is really impressive. He's really quick. That's kind of an underrated part of his game. Everyone knows about the threes, but he can get around guys too. And when he's doing that, I'm not sure how you stop him. He has 20 already.
Well, speaking of the threes, Lobos can't find it from the outside the first half.
Yeah, we talked during the girls' game that if they could hit a few early, that give them some confidence. And they're kind of a younger team, don't have experience in big games like this. So if they get that confidence, it'd be really big. Didn't get early on, so they'll kind of want to reset here, start the second half, see if you can do the opposite, a couple threes, get going, because this one's not out of reach.
No, it's not. It really isn't. And a quick little aside from our Cub reporter for the Colorado, and Eric Sampson told me that Greeley West was ahead of Fort Collins by 10 at the end of the third quarter.
That Greeley West team's for real. You kind of thought, they played some of the weaker teams early, rolled past them, they had a nice record, but sort of unsure about how good they were. They're legit. They're right at the battle for the top of the conference with a bunch of other teams, really.
Yep, really. And in seeing how Coach Shelley's had his Poudre and Paula starting to play better, they've been competitive, but get another W gives them some confidence too.
Yeah, definitely. They're starting to play tough. They actually played Fossil Ridge pretty well last week. They're coming along. They don't have some of the talent that the other teams have, but they're playing hard and playing pretty well right now.
So thanks again for Kevin Lytle coming up at the halftime here. Look for him at Kevin Lytle, Kevin Space Lytle, and on your Twitter account.
Yep.
And also read him in the Colorado and Colorado.com.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health. I've got two boys, and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Back here now at the start of the third quarter. SaberCats had a competitive game with Rocky Mountain in the first quarter, but then all of a sudden Braxton Bertolette comes alive, finishes with 20 points. He might have had just two, Cody, in the first quarter, I think, but wow, what a second half. Several three-pointers at the line. Finishing like very few can here in Colorado.
And I'm sure that's what most of the halftime conversation was for the Lobos in the locker room.
Yep.
Is how can we stop them?
And Lobos, if Lobos must be shooting from the outside, they only maybe one three-pointer in the first half, as Kevin Lyle's saying. If you can't shoot from the outside, you're really not going to do much anyway. You've got to have some kind of a threat. And good shooters out there with Green and Elliott, and along with Highland, but I think Elliott might have had the only one. Starting the second half here, Johnson goes in. Runner doesn't go. Rebound by Cole Schilling. Bertolette along with Grove, Schmidt, and Everhart. Back to Schilling, top of the key, a little strong off the side. Boy, Lobos again underneath, not securing rebounds. Getting to them, but not getting a hold of them in possession. Lobos starting with Johnson, Williams, Green, Highland, and Ton. Highland with a deflection out of bounds. It'll stay with the SaberCats. Schilling this time inbound from the side. This is an interesting place to run an inbounds play. There's really not many things you can do on a baseline.
There's not a lot of things you have already drawn up for that.
Grove, nice, just a good job. Drop step off the glass. Such a size advantage SaberCats have underneath.
Yep, just great patience. He knew where he was on the floor. Great footwork. Nice soft touch off the glass.
Highland for three. Pushed it to the side. Tipped off the rim. And I think for the SaberCats, you know, if you don't have an increase in shooting from the outside by Lobos, it's going to be tough for them because it's tough to go inside and score against Grove, Ripson, and everybody else because you know you've got the old skyscraper in the middle.
Yeah, I mean they're not as far as the offensive side of the ball, they're not that big, so they can't really go to someone on the block to really go get them a kind of a tough two-pointer. They have to rely kind of on going by or really spotting up from the outside. And when you're dry from the three-point line, you're gonna be dry. Like it's not gonna get much better.
Well, yeah, it is. It's just a tough way to go. Shout out to Randy McCoy catching us out on the coast. I think it might have been warmer here than there. At least I'm thinking it is, and hopefully he's not luxuriating on the beach like we usually know he is.
That's all the Randall I can handle right there.
There you go. Bernadette now picked up by Green, half court. Highland slips off on him, just double team. Quickly underneath, though, stolen away by Ton. Just got to be quicker. Green back, he gets pushed, and it's going to go. There's a good catch and release. Grove follows him in. I think that's going to be 3 on Grove.
And that hurts because he's been dominant down and low, offensively and defensively. So if you can get the big man out of the game, it kind of opens up the paint for you to make more moves to the bucket.
Well, with an 11-point lead, free throw still pending, you get a chance if you're Coach Johansson to let Grove see if he can work with 3 fouls.
I mean, yeah, you have Colby Ripson in the back, so you have has his backup, so you have another big who can really dominate those boards. So we'll let him learn a little bit and see what he can do.
Yep. Highland called him the foul that time. His second. Urinowitz in now for Ton. You're watching PSD TV, Channel 10. David Haase along with Cody McCoy. Sean Corbett's on camera. Skip pass across the Grove, steps back behind three-point line. Up, didn't go in. Schmidt goes high up for the tip. He kind of got pushed. He went away from the rim, so you could tell there's a little bit of contact. I think he's trying to get a shooting foul out of it. Officials are going to try to decide. Now they're going to say it's 2. They let Ton come back in. So the substitution wasn't caught. Dax Ton should have been able to come back in the game. He shouldn't have to wait till after this free throw. That's one of those points of procedure that doesn't really matter so much. Garrett Schmidt at the line. First one's up and good. 41-29 with 6:19 left here in the third quarter. Second one, though, short, down, rebounded by Urinowitz. Johnson saw Green down court, but just a little too much traffic to try to throw that through. Green in the middle, drive goes in, blocked from behind by Everhart. Lands back in Green's lap, but unfortunately most of his lap was out of bounds.
Literally nothing you can do.
Yeah, no,
it fell in your lap.
No, thanks. Jump switch there, picking up Burlett, making him get rid of the ball is probably a great way to be. Schilling hard to the basket. This time, smart drive, lays it about the glass for 2.
And your goal is to just let anyone else score but Braxton. You don't want him to get back going and really end this game.
Still man defense. Entry pass, Williams baseline, kicked it back out, three-pointer, catches the side of the backboard. Wow, I think there's a little bit of a shuffle there. Didn't get called, couldn't go the other way. I think Everhart was surprised he's so alone.
Oh, man.
First action of the night for Ryan Hutchison in. Another Lobo football player. .5:16 left here in the third quarter. 14-point lead now for the SaberCats. Build on that second quarter explosion by Braxton Bertolette.
Rocky looks kind of confused as to what I think they're trying to run a set play, but
yeah.
I think there's a little confusion as to what it is.
Uranowitz goes baseline, lose the ball, tapped away by Everhart. Great night here at Rocky Mountain High School. Big attendance. Both sides of the student section full to the top. A lot of parents across the way. These inner city games you talk about, the crosstown rivalry. You know, most of these guys played each other in the developmental leagues. You know, things by like Rocky Mountain Fever, etc. No, that's just a good drive. He had Schilling backpedaling. Nothing Schilling could really do there with his 3 fouls. Hutchinson on Bertolette. Push away by Bertolette, steps back, 3-pointer's good. Got away with one there because he just shoved his arms away and stepped back. Kick back out, Johnson 3, doesn't want it, goes back in, spin move in the middle, picks up his dribble. Williams again, baseline jumper. That one's short, rebound Bertolette. 3-pointer by Schmidt. Doesn't go, rebound. Lobos, Johnson down court. Williams going baseline, nice little under.
No idea how he didn't get it any bit out of bounds, but just great body control, great move.
Well, the first long step is that's the one that gains you the advantage. If Grove would have knocked him out of bounds, it'd certainly have been a foul. Nice job underneath, but doesn't fall for Schmidt. Just a good job on the jump step. Sophomore Johnson goes by, pulls it back out. 46-33 with 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Schilling cuts in front of the pass, takes it down court. Layups good.
And you can feel Rocky just slowly losing the grip on this game.
If you're not scoring, you know, you're giving up a bucket or two.
Just kind of low energy. They're not getting a lot going on.
Yeah.
Defense, they're working hard, but Fossil just seems to have an answer for everything.
And right now, I mean, SaberCats don't even really have to step outside. Nobody really wants to take the ball up underneath. Hutchinson in the middle, puts it up, doesn't get it to go. Rebound, Ton tips it. Renowitz back up, the freshman off the glass, good. Quickly down court, Bertolette from long range. Williams on the foul that time after the miss. Everhart will go to the line. Yeah, Ton and Williams were in a good spot for the rebound that time after the three-point miss, but ball just caromed out and they crossed each other's feet up.
And some might say that could be considered a terrible shot by Braxton, but if you think about it, he had rebounders down there.
Yep, pull up about 3 points.
Coach Johansson, I mean, if you're a shooter, he wants you to shoot the ball when you feel like you have a shot.
Exactly.
And if you have rebounders, he finds that completely fine. So, I mean, that's just within their system.
Back in the green in the game now for the Lobos. Highland, free throw rims out. Highland and Elliott, along with Johnson, Ton, and Green. Cam DeHart now in the game for the first time for the SaberCats. Oh, great spin move underneath. That's what Johnson does the best. Goes in, rips him in for Grove. Mike Schilling in also. Bertolette draws the foul off of Green there. Spin move goes in there. Substitution back in the game now. Johnson out. Urinowitz in. With both DeHart and rips him in the game now. Big post size for the SaberCats.
Yep, they'll probably try to take advantage of it.
Or he can just let Bertolette drive. That's actually going to be a charge foul. Green was waiting for him. And sometimes if you're a suspension shooter, meaning that you basically jump and can hang in the air and do it so well as Burlett does, that makes you a little predictable. And that time Green was able to get in front and just stay there.
Yep, it's all about planting your feet, and that's what the refs are really looking for in a charge call.
Lobos has got to get the ball in the air. That shot by Elliott, though. No one underneath the rebound. Kicked out, missed, picked up. Nice down court play. Everhart's going to get the three. Three-point chance.
That's just that little bump the body's going in a certain path when he jumps, and then as soon as you see him break that, you're going to get that foul call. So if you know that's going to happen, you need to foul him a little harder.
Yeah. Everhart went up the right hand, so he was able to put his shoulders into Highland and draw the foul. That's going to be the fourth foul on Tyler Highland. 5 team fouls on the Lobos, 3 on the SaberCats. And one thing, Everhart is such a slasher. He's long, very, very explosive, takes the ball down the court, and that outlet pass, he just took it right to the rim.
And who really needs to solidify that second score to Braxton? Because, if you have 2 guys scoring, it's hard to. One guy's going to get 25 to 30. If you can get your 15, you're going to be hard to stop.
Johnson out front, picked up by Burlett, picks up his dribble. Elliott down low, just loses it. Goes in front, and Ripson just did a nice job coming over, and then Schilling pinched down. Some of the youth is showing tonight for the SaberCats with the guard play. A young program certainly going to have players that are going to make a difference. DeHart now in the middle, kicks it offside. Johnson, though, just sat in front of DeHart, kind of jumped in front of him. It's the tough thing for a big man to do, going down court, and making the kick. He saw the open man, but had one stride too long. Coach Johansson saying, well, is he sliding? And we're going to get a, Johansson just got a warning. I think once showing it once, but 3 or 4 times is not what the ref wanted to see.
If I know one thing about Coach Johansson, he's the master of getting right up to that line.
Yeah.
And not going past it.
Down Johnson, double spin move. Johnson goes around him, and he's going to get the N1. So turnabout being fair play there. The spin move put on by the spin move master. The sophomore goes to the line for a chance for an N1. With under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Rattles around, drops in. SaberCats still lead by 12, though. Elliott with the steal. Throws it back in bounds off of Schilling's foot. Sometimes it's better to be young and not know any difference. You're down, but you're playing hard. You make plays, and you never know what might happen.
And if you're Rocky, you may not be able to get the lead by the end of this quarter, but it's all about setting yourself up, gaining momentum going into that fourth quarter. Get yourself back in this game.
Elliott on the outside, nice job by Schilling, get it on top. Now they allow him to shoot. 48 seconds to play in the third. Ton, nice job to Hart out there kicking the ball away. Plenty of time on the clock for the Lobos. You don't really need to hurry it, and frankly, you probably don't want to shoot till you have to. No such chance giving Burlett to go down and add to a big total already. Ton just goes to the floor.
And he knew the ref didn't really want to call that, but he was kind of forced
he did.
to.
And that's a painful one because you go down, you hit right on your knees, and he's limping away to prove it, and just feet went out from under him. Credit Cam to Hart out there pushing hard on the defense too. And I believe Cam's got grandparents watching tonight. I think his dad was able to get that out there. So if you're watching on Stream It Sports, thanks for joining us wherever you may be. A lot of family tuning in nationwide, and as you said earlier,
international.
Nationwide, worldwide we are. Oh, nice look away by Schilling. Everhart underneath though, loses control. Still draws the foul. I think the officials are just trying to take control of the game right now and keep it to way. Not going to get too physical.
Yep.
Best way I could put that. 6 seconds left. 12-point lead. SaberCats with the ball under their basket. Burlett gets the ball in the inbounds play. Green all over and three-pointer short. It'll go out of bounds. So with no time left on the clock, a good look at it. Burlett trying to get a little out of the referee on that one. No soap. So after 3 quarters of play here at Rocky Mountain High School, 52-40, SaberCats in command. You're watching Streaming Sports. For 2 games in a row.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health. I've got 2 boys and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back now for the start of the 4th quarter. 12-point lead for the SaberCats. They'll inbound. Bertolette in the backcourt, picked up by Green. Everhart, Schilling, DeHart, and Grove on the floor. Everhart goes in, blocked by Williams. Williams along with Elliott, Johnson, Green, and Tunn to start the 4th. 2 good games here tonight. SaberCats girls won the first one with a free throw exhibition in that second half. Inbounds pass just not handled by Grove, goes out of bounds. Lobos will take it. So for the Lobos to get back in this one, you're still going to score if you're the SaberCats. The Lobos have got to be able to shoot the 3 or start hitting some outside shots, because you just can't keep trying to go to the lane against all that size.
Yeah, I mean, they just haven't shot well from the 3 all night. It's just hard to really kickstart that.
Well, and SaberCats know it too. They're playing an awful lot. They're still playing hard defense, but when you can pack the lane, Johnson goes in past Bertolette. Layup off the edge there, down to 10 points. Coach Taffel exhorting the Lobos on for a little D. Inside out pass, Everhart, back from DeHart. Jumper up, doesn't go. Rebound by Johnson. Williams down baseline again. You think Williams get a chance to go after Grove with his 3 fouls. Want to take advantage of that or not, even with the lead. Johnson again goes in. This time he's going to get the foul. Another 3-point chance for Xavier Johnson. And Grove kind of just came over, really didn't commit to it, did he?
Yeah, just a strong first step. Was able to get his shoulders by Bertolette and just kind of jump stop into that move. Didn't go up one-footed, a little weaker. Went up very strong. Take the contact and won.
Schilling and Schmidt in now for Bertolette and DeHart. Johnson for the chance. The and 1 is good. 52-45. Lobos have knocked it down to 7 points. 6:45 left in the game.
And if you're Fossil, you want to be patient.
Being guarded by Johnson. There's about an 8-inch advantage there.
It looks like they're going to front him and really try to prevent him from getting the ball. It's still hard when he's such a big body.
Oh, yeah. Schmidt, baseline drive, goes up, weaves around defense, doesn't get the fall. Nice rebound by Green. Lobos running. Tunn goes to the floor again. Boy, I tell you, he slipped a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And that's going to be foul on Schilling, trying to get behind on.
That's just not a smart foul on Schilling. He's pleading his case, but he had one arm completely around his waist. He was saying he got around, but they're calling kind of that stuck on his hip. And all the momentum is kind of turning towards Rocky.
It's kind of flattened out. Bertolette's on the bench right now. Lobos make a run, we'll see. But
and as soon as you see him go to the bench, if you're Rocky, you kind of a little energy. You're saying we got a chance.
Yeah. Front into the first 1-on-1 now. That's the 7th foul on the SaberCats. Lobos have got 1 more to give for the single bonus. Game now with 6 points. Second one doesn't go. Rebound by Schilling.
And once again, it's going to come down to free throws. It just always seems to. It always does.
Yep. Nice pass inside. Everhart, though, just travels. He never got his feet down. And credit Ryan Hudson, who just checked in, for getting right behind him on the lob pass. And he and Williams had him pretty much bracketed.
Well, that's great. If you're going to front him, you have to have that help side. And even if the ball's in the air, that's the chance for him to get there. And he kind of blindsided Everhart. And he didn't know he was there, so he kind of scuffled his feet.
Williams again goes the lane.
And if you're Rocky, you got all the time in the world. Yep. You just got to get a good shot.
Slow
Can't
pass,
turn
that
it
time
over.
Kicked out there, tipped away by Schilling. Everhart's going to go down. Layup's good. You just, like I say, you got to be quicker on your passes. Can't lob them. Schmidt with another tip pass, didn't get it though. Williams down low.
Got to be a little safer with those passes.
Elliott looked at three, passes it up. 5 minutes to play here in the game. 8-point lead for the SaberCats. Elliott on the outside, the three. Good. The sophomore backs up. Almost sitting on the Lobos bench when he took that.
Great baseline pass to find him too. And they're going to front the post again, really not going to let him have that position.
Well, Johnson certainly gave it the height, but still strong enough to make that play. And Williams athletic enough to try to stay out with Everhart there. You're scoring threats, trying to match up as best you can. But a sophomore on a 6'6" senior postman, that's tall duty, especially the way Johnson's played on the other end of the court this half. High post play is now run by the SaberCats. Oh, nice job underneath.
Oh, he just faded just a little bit.
Yeah, Everhart just misses the bunny. Lobos rush the pass, and it's kind of between Elliott and Tunn, and neither one really got it. Out of bounds turnover. Tough turnover. The place would have gone nuts if the Lobos could have got a bucket to knock it down within 5. Bertolette back in now. I think Coach Johansson said that's enough, along with Justin Green. So Highland, Tunn, Urinowitz, Green, and Johnson. Schilling, Bertolette, Everhart, Schmidt, and Grove for the SaberCats. Bertolette kicks it back off to Grove.
Great patience not to force anything.
Schilling looks at three, passes up, goes to the middle. Oh, nobody picked him up. Kind of got the little roller to fall in.
He just didn't know if he wanted to shoot it or not.
.340 to play, 7-point lead for the SaberCats. Schilling keeps back, and Johnson could just keep dribbling.
Well, they're going to let him, they're not picking him up till he gets to the block.
And there, and then once again, slashing the post. Highland with the assist, Xavier Johnson to the rim. I don't know if the SaberCats are getting tired, but the feet aren't moving on defense anymore. And another and one opportunity this half will be the 4th time, I believe, for Johnson.
And they're fully aware where he is when he has the ball, but it's when they're not, they're all getting sidetracked on who has the ball and letting him slip down the middle. But just great body control. I mean, 3 or 4 and ones. He knows how to get there, get to the rim and finish.
Two plus 1 is 3. SaberCats lead by 4. 3:22 to left play in the game. Great game here tonight at Rocky Mountain High School. Thanks for watching PSD TV Channel 10. Thank our banner sponsor one more time, Rocky Mountain Fever. Rocky Mountain Fever, your club team. Baby Hook doesn't go. Club team group for here in Northern Colorado. Tunn goes in, he draws the foul. That's going to be 5 on Grove. Contact away. I'm almost surprised it's going to be a shooting foul because Grove has hit him out near the free throw line. Doesn't like the call, but either way, and he just got teed up for it too. So a technical foul following the shot. Now he's probably better be careful. Coach has just got after him, and that's the right way to do it. He's disappointed on the call, but doesn't matter what you do afterwards. Just ask Cam Newton.
What was the? Did he do something to initiate? I didn't see it.
Well, the contact was down there, but then the technical foul as he walked off, the official heard him say something, I believe.
think they're just clarifying kind of what the call was.
And the young man's played such a good game. It just shows just one little moment of a moment there becomes the way you finish the game, but certainly not the way he's played the game the whole night. He's had an excellent game.
So this brings up an interesting turn of events, because now they put Colby Ripsum in, which is great rebounding, but his free throw percentage is not one of a great one. So if Rocky kind of knows the stats,
the technical,
they could do Hacker Ripsum.
Do have a final. Greeley West winning 65-63 on Collins. So no for 2 trip. Dax Taunton actually a really good free throw shooter at the time, but now actually that would have been the 2 shots for the free throw.
Yep, these are the technical ones.
This is the technical foul. Justin Green will shoot 2. Second one rolls over the front's good.
And those 2 missed free throws were big. That could have been a tie ball game.
Tie game and the ball out. So timeout taken by Coach Johansson and the SaberCats here. Lobos claw their way back. Down by 2 with 2:58 to play in the game. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Show selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Send picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here now to live play. Under 3 minutes, Lucky Mountain has clawed their way back. Down by 2 with the ball. Xavier Johnson's been the story here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Highland deep for 3 in the lead. Doesn't go. Rebound by Schilling. Nice job by Cole Schilling right away getting that ball protected. Foul called on Xavier Johnson. That will put the SaberCats in the single bonus. But Cole Schilling, got Johnson boxed out and then secured the ball. Just had the possession. And we'll go to the line.
I think they're going to just kind of test Fossil and see where they're at the free throw line tonight.
First one's up and no good. Schmidt knocks the ball away, but recovered back by Ton. Green brings it down. 2.5 to play in the game. What a great city matchup we've got tonight.
Yeah, this is all you can ask for right here.
When Johnson had the ball there, you can see pretty much everybody on defense for the SaberCats looking at him.
Yep, and he's not going to shoot from the outside, so you can really just pack the paint, wait for him to make a move.
But somehow that hasn't worked. Boy, Bertolette and Johnson both showing going to the rim. You can't back off on him. And nope. Thought we had another chance there. Ton, nice job of securing the ball going up off the glass. He'll go to the line for 2 and a chance to tie it. Second foul on Bertolette for the night. Actually, the foul was on Schmidt. Front one missed there. You talked about free throws in the 4th quarter. Second one, just tell the legs are kind of gone
there.
You
can tell from his body language he just kind of lost his confidence and didn't really know where to find his form.
Yeah, anybody that's ever been in the line, when they know what that's like. Schilling out front, picked up by Highland.
If you're Fossil, it's all about just being patient, get the shot you want.
Everhart goes up. trying to switch the ball to his left hand, is fouled by Ton before he does. He'll go to the line for 2. Good choice of just taking it to the basket. He's had a nice job tonight at the line. First one up and good, clutch. Grinowitz back in for Ton. 1:45 left to play here in the game. Thanks for tuning in to Streamin' Sports. StreaminSports.com/PSD. You'll find all of our games. Second one rolls around and falls in. So 4-point lead now with 1:40 to play.
And now if you're Rocky, you kind of need to look through your playbook for what you have as far as three-pointers. Just, it's going to come down to something like that.
Shots off. Goes to the floor, picked up by Everhart. Bertolette now across the line, 1:20 left in the game.
Fossil's in no hurry.
Everhart again cuts the lane. Williams going to be called for the foul. He thought he had more ball, but mostly arm. Good look down there. Chance for Everhart to go to the line again. Timeout taken on the court. We'll be back to finish this game. You're watching Streamin' Sports.
I'm Gina, and I am UC Health. I've had some difficult things to face throughout my career, and part of that was dealing with the cancer journey of both of my parents, and I was diagnosed with cancer myself. There's so much that I can bring to my patients because I do understand, and I think that helps me to be a better cancer doctor.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Back here now at fourth quarter. Let's talk about our next telecast, Cody.
Yep, we've got next broadcast this Friday, February 12th, Fort Collins at Fossil Ridge. It'll be the boys and girls game, similar like tonight. Another big time conference game between two big old rivals, and they're kind of fighting each other up in the conference standings. So
yeah, Collins
looks to be a huge one.
Defending champion in the conference, and got upset tonight, if you call it an upset, by Greeley West, who's having a good year. Sounds like Collins battled back, but still lost by 2.
Yep, this whole conference has just been, no one's really running away with it, and everyone's kind of staying it till the very end.
Minute 14 left. SaberCats on the court with Ripsum, Cole Schilling, Jackson Everhart, Garrett Schmidt, and Braxton Bertolette, Xavier Johnson, Benji Williams, Justin Green, Joseph Urinowitz, and Tyler Highland out for the Lobos. First one's up. And that was the legs there too, wasn't it? I mean, in the game, got to remember your whole set. Everhart been very good free throw shooter. Second one coming. That one's good. Quick substitution in now, Van Wy in for Ripsam.
They're going to kind of sacrifice the rebounding for quicker guards to keep up with all of them.
Well, it matches up a little better what Rocky's got on the court. Oh, Johnson spin move, lost control of it. Van Wy picked it up. Minute to play, 5-point lead for the SaberCats. Bertolette crossing midcourt. Little jump defense. I tell you what, right there, Coach Taffel right away pulls over his sophomore and says, okay, maybe not in that moment, maybe not right out there. I appreciate the aggressiveness, but he was getting rid of the ball.
Yep, out of all the people, he's not the one.
Yeah, Bertolette's just an excellent free throw shooter, well over 90% for the year. Puts the lead out to 6, 58 seconds to play here. Second one just as good. Those might be the only 2 points he's had in the fourth quarter.
Which is a win for Rocky, but give Fossil credit for finding those second and third scores that they're going to need.
Williams now picked up by Everhart. 3-pointers up, front of the rim short. Rebound by Everhart. Find your free throw shooter. Get it back in his hands. Van Wy down court. Smartly tries to get away from the rim. Fouled by Williams. 36 seconds to play. Yeah, if you're the Lobos, you want to foul anybody but number 1. First is up and good. One more here would make it pretty tough on the Lobos to come back. Just have not shot the ball beyond the arc well at all tonight. Well below their season average from the three-point line. And some nights they just don't go in.
Yeah, they got to get going here.
Highland for three. Doesn't go. Kick back out. Gets another look at it. That one's a little strong. Just kind of rushed it. Johnson, he takes a three. That one's off too. Bertolette, ball kicked away from him. Timeout taken by the Lobos with 11 seconds left. We'll keep it here. But what a great game tonight. Competitive game up and down the court. Both these games here tonight, we've had a great city matchup. Thanks for all you who tuned in. Thanks again to our sponsors, UC Health, Schrader Oil, Pedersen Toyota, and First Bank.
I think just a calm down timeout. Make sure no one's going to just get the ball in, be strong with the ball, don't make a dumb foul.
Yep, good point.
You're 11 seconds from winning. Let's not ruin that.
Yeah, in a game that you had good control of, but certainly the Lobos, Xavier Johnson really pushing it to the rim and repeatedly going to the line and finishing three-point plays. Great games tonight here.
Yeah, every game from here on out, it's huge.
Well, if you want to put yourself in, in that slot as far as the state tournament, et cetera, goes, you can't afford conference losses late in the year. Bertolette inbound. Push just beat the 5 count. Then wide down at the end, kicks it back out to Bertolette. Bertolette fouled by Green. A little back and forth between the student sections. I believe we will win from the Fossil crowd. The Lobos answer with let's play football. So everybody's got their moment, I guess. Bertolette at the line. And just want to say you could about mark down 2 points here.
It's a broadcaster's curse.
Yeah. Oh, I'd want him on the line if there was anything needed to be done. That's the man you need right there. 7 seconds left, 8-point lead. Second one coming. That one's nothing but cords. Lobos will inbound. This will do it. Long three-pointer up. Doesn't go. Didn't matter, just one to take. So the SaberCats withstand a strong rush in the second half, much like the girls' game, but pull out the victory at the end. Good free throw shooting and smart play. Lobos lose at home, 63-54. SaberCats improved now to 7-2 in the conference, 14-6 overall. Lobos 4-6 and 9-11. But what a great game here in the town.
Yeah, I mean, great crowd. Band is here. A lot of energy. Both teams made a great run. Just Fossil hit a few more shots than Rocky. They just couldn't hit from the outside. So
for Cody McCoy and Sean Corbett's on camera, I'm David Haase. Thanks for tuning in tonight and watching us on PSD's Channel 10 and Streaming Sports. We'll see you Friday at Fossil Ridge High School with Collins and Fossil Ridge.
Poudre School District High School basketball, live on Streaming Sports and PSD Channel 10, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. By University of Colorado Health, we improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado.